Meow's it going? Meow's it going? Buster Missy One here. It is I. Yeah, Buster Missy One here. So, once again, I am gonna talk to you about another theatre show we went to see before the pantomimes. This was like before the panto season. And we went to see Elf, the musical, at St. Albans, at the Alban Arena. Oh, yes, we did. Yes, we did. Me and Danny did. And Daniela did. On November the 11th. Yeah, we saw it on Saturday, the 11th of November of this year in 2023. So, yeah. Trying to remember. And if I can remember the matinee time, it was in the afternoon at 1 o'clock. I think, yeah, it was 1 o'clock. Yeah, we went for the 1 o'clock matinee of the show. So, yeah, because there was like two performances for this one. The first one was in the afternoon at 1 o'clock, and then the other was in the evening at 6 o'clock. So, yeah, we went for the 1 o'clock showing as best. Because it was best. Yes. So, we knew how to get there now. We have fully learned how to get there by bus and up there. And of course, it took a little practice and a little practice to get there, to get to know it all. On the bus 724, the Green Line buses, which are the Green Line buses, which go up to Heathrow and Hatfield and Dunstable. Well, I think they go up to Luton. Yeah, I think they go up to Luton. Yeah, I should think so. Yeah, I should think so. For Luton, we may have to change bus. You might have to change buses for that one if you want to go up to Luton and Dunstable, where Grove Theatre is. But for the 724 in towards Hatfield and St Albans, yes, the Green Line. You need 724. It takes about half hour to get there. Alright. And there's quite a few stops on the way and stations. There's about 5 bus stations, or 5 bus stations or stops up there. We've been there before. I've been there before, and I went last year with Daniela when I went to see Shrek the musical. But that time we didn't know how to get there by bus, so we were driven in my mum's car and up there, which is just all right. It's okay. Only 30 minutes. Only takes about 40 minute roughly up there and back. Back around, if you know where to go. So, yeah, we took the bus up there, which was good, really good, very good. Very good. We learned and knew and remembered. We learned, we knew, and we remembered what stop to go for and what bus stop it is. So we have to hop off and get off and hop off at St Peter's Street in St Albans, which is the town centre. Of course. That's okay, because it's a tiny little town. St Albans is a tiny little town, like historical county or borough, because from the train station. So yeah, there's a little bit of history and historical and that. So, but yeah, it's a very nice, clean place. Very nice, clean place is to go. Apart from people pushing and shoving nowadays. Nowadays, people are just pushing and shoving you every now and again in a rude manner. Rudely manner, like a rudely manner. They don't say excuse me or sorry or anything. They just, it's just not nice. Especially when you're autistic. Especially for the autistic people like me. I'm autistic as well. So, yeah, and of course, I'm sure you've had this experience before a couple of times. What is this world coming to? Let me know. What is this world coming to? Nowadays, I mean, nowadays, what is this world coming to? I mean, there are a few rude people, very rude people, out there. Okay, so when we got to St. Peter's Street, we decided to take a look around. I think if we had time, if we had time to look around the town. I don't think we did. I think we went straight into the venue. I think we walked straight into the venue. I think we walked straight in towards the venue in the theatre. Yeah, it was good. That was quite good. So so I think that's what we did. So we walked into the venue, did our tickets, and booked ourselves in for our seats. Obviously, got our. We obviously checked in. Check in, didn't you? Check in, didn't you? So yeah, we checked in into our seats and area and where we're sitting for the show. Got our programs as well. Got a program as well, and had to weave in and out. We had to slightly weave in and out of the busy crowds because it can be busy. It is probably one of the busiest places in Britain. I mean, some places in UK and Britain are quite busy around theatre venues. I mean, I suspect Milton Keynes is busy for theatres and that. I mean, I haven't been to Milton Keynes before. I would like to. That would be nice. And a couple of other places as well. I mean, I've been to local ones. I've still been to and kept to the local ones like Harlow and Hertford or Hoddesdon and Broxbourne and all them theatres. So yeah, basically St Albans is in Essex. So yeah, that's if you want to know. In the Essex district. So that's good. That was good. Yeah, so, anyways, we went upstairs. So, we went upstairs to the balcony bit. That is where we sat. Because that's where we sat. We sat up into the, balcony section of the venue. And, oh boy, oh wow, you got a good view. It was pretty good. Really good, because you got a good view of quite a good view of, you get a nice spectacular view of the proscenium and the stage and the proscenium over there, and all that. If I can try and remember what it was like at the top in the balcony, I think there was like another set of rows of seats that go in like a circular shape. It was like seats going all the way around, I think. Like a circular. I think sort of like a horseshoe. It was like sort of, it's a bit like a horseshoe form. Yeah, it's all like a horseshoe form, or like a form of a cow in it, where you get a foot of a cow as well, that sort of thing, and because it was going around as well, it's curvy, because it was like curvy. So yeah. Okay, so we sat there and got our bags and got bits and bobs out and waited for the show to begin. So it took some time. It took obviously some time because to get the people in and all the viewers in. So it was really good. So, anyways, time lapse. Okay, let me do a time lapse, shall I? Okay, time lapse. The show. Okay, the show begins. Okay, the show starts. The show begins and starts, and all the lights have dimmed, and everybody's in. The doors are closed, and theatre stuff. Life of the theatre and theatre stuff. All that. It's quite cool. Right in front, there was Santa's chair. You saw Santa's throne or chair, obviously on the side. So yeah. And guess what? And guess who comes up on stage first? You know it. The jolly man in red, Kris Kringle. Oh, Kris Kringle. The jolly man in red, the red man. Father Christmas. Santa Claus himself. Himself. Comes up on stage. He waves and does his ho ho ho, and does his ho ho ho. Merry Christmas, everyone. So yeah, Merry Christmas and all that. Yeah. Okay, and he sits in these. Okay, so then he obviously starts beginning to tell the story. He sits down, settles down, and all that. He begins the story of the show. Of Buddy the Elf. About Buddy the Elf. I mean, the etiquettes. Again, with the etiquettes were quite good as well. Little festive etiquettes in the beginning, like before the show begins, the story begins. It was, it was quite funny. It was quite funny. It was quite a little sense of humour. Okay, so. I mean, as we all know, this is based on, Jon Favreau's Elf in 2003, or 20 years ago, which was 20 years ago. 20 years ago. So, yeah. But then, from then on, that film, that festive family film, the family festive film, has been adapted into others, into musical, and then a stage musical, and then it was done into a stage musical in London and Broadway, I think, and of course Broadway. I haven't seen the London stage version of Elf. It looked good, but some critics or people didn't like it as much because it just wasn't. I don't know. Maybe it just wasn't too good. Maybe the story or plot was just a bit rubbish or slow or misunderstanding. Up by Dominion Theatre. Currently it's up by Dominion Theatre in London, if you want to see the London show. Danny has obviously seen it. Danny's seen it. And she told me about it, and obviously she told me about it, her experience about watching it, if she liked it or not. She wasn't too impressed, and obviously she wasn't too impressed. About the show. So she told me it wasn't recommending. The show wasn't very recommending. So so yeah, that's good. That's good to know. Well, that's good to know, and that is good to know. So anyway, so the effects. Anyway, during the show, the effects were quite cool and really good. The songs were good. Some really good catchy songs, and I had all the musical number songs like and all that. There's a couple quite a few, there's quite a few good songs from the. It's like a TV film, I think. It was produced on Channel 4 a couple of years ago. So yeah, and it had all that in musical numbers and new songs written for the musical version. And it's got Jim Parsons as Buddy. It's got a good cast in it. It's got Jim Parsons, which is Sheldon. Oh, yeah, Sheldon. My impression. Oh, yeah, it's my impression of Sheldon Cooper. Big Bang Theory. Yeah, the Big Bang Theory. Yes, it's got Sheldon Cooper in it. That one. Oh, you'll probably like it. It's really fantastic. It's marvelous. It's whimsical. It's. I'm doing a good impression of Sheldon. That's my impression of Sheldon Cooper in Big Bang Theory. Yes. Don't you love Christmas? It's so warm and cozy and whimsical. It's a good impression. So, yeah, that's my impression of Sheldon. Sheldon Cooper. So yeah, that's cool. That's cool. That's good. So, it's a. Okay, so anyways, yeah, the projection mapping was really good. I quite liked the projection mapping on the screens. It was quite cool. Like there was that snow that fell. It was like snowflakes and that falling snow that came down. As well. Even it was quite cool. Really, really. I think the other effects was quite cool. I think it was like a snow cannon or a snow machine. Yeah. I think there might have been a snow machine that saw that, really that shot out of that. It was that snow flurry machine. A bit like in Frozen. That sort of thing, like all the snow would like come out and towards the. That sort of like come down towards either, if that come down towards the audience or where they're placed. So, yeah. Oh, yes. And not forgetting this amazing effect, Santa's sleigh towards the second half. Wow, that was wow. What can I say? Do you believe in Santa Claus? Yes, you've got to. You've got to. And so even the kids obviously would know and believe. Oh, wow. A right eye popper. The Santa sleigh effect was a right eye popper. It was so cool. What it was is you got Santa sitting in his sleigh. Yeah, sitting in his sleigh, and he's like waving at you, and the sleigh literally flies towards the audience and hovers. So it flies out the proscenium and literally flies towards, sort of hovers a bit for the audience. Yes, and then it sort of flies around. Wow, that is cool. That is so cool. That is similar to it was a bit like the flying horse effect in Cinderella at Stevenage I went to in January of 2023. It was a little bit like that. That was so cool. And also the red arrow. Also the red arrow in Beauty and the Beast, which was upcoming, which at the time was upcoming in Harlow, in the Harlow Playhouse. So, wow, that was so cool. I was stunned. We were stunned. Both of us were stunned and looking at this magnificent, this really magical effect. Yeah, that was good. That was really cool. So, yeah, that was good. So, yeah, it was really, really good. We got lunch in the interval. During the interval, we got lunch as well, the break time and the interval, the intermission as well, whatever you call it, however you want to call it. So, yeah, we got that. Yeah, we popped outside around the corner to Greg's, because you got all that, the good food shops and the meal shops outside. You got all that Subway, you got Greg's, and up ahead is Tesco's, and even further you got McDonald's as well. Yeah, the usuals. So yeah, we didn't go too far to McDonald's, so we went up to Greg's. I got I got my lunch, obviously, my cheese and onion bake and drink as well, then, you know, meal deal stuff. And yeah, and so we got that. And then afterwards we headed back to watch the second half, back to the theatre, and then yeah, just get ready to watch the second half and the second act of the show, which lasted about 30 minutes, which usually lasted about 30 minutes in, I'd say, yeah, about 30 minutes, yeah, something like that, yeah. Because the first act are usually 60 minutes or an hour and something, 1 hour and something, yeah, depending on, usually 1 hour on the first half, wasn't there? And then the other half is 30 minutes, so yeah, that was cool. So in total, there's usually 2 hours in total. So yeah. Okay, so that is that is pretty much my review for the show for Elf, the musical, when we went up to St Albans. Really enjoyed it. We really enjoyed it. We had a fantastic day. It was a fantastic day. Really fantastic day. It was really good. Really good. We very enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. So yeah, if you liked the video, don't forget to subscribe and check out the playlist, and or subscribe to my channel and all sorts. Yeah. So, anyways, without ado, this is about it. So, yeah. So, thank you for watching. Anyway, thank you for watching. If you liked it, and yeah, please leave some good comments. Really nice, good comments and positive ones. So, if you will, support the channel. And maybe, support the channel and support the autistic. That sort of thing. So thanks. Anyways, yeah. The cat has left its kitty door, and I'll see you in another video. Meow. Bye. Thank you for watching. Bye. Meow. Meow.